Wow, this thing is fast. Holy cow. All right, guys, I'm out here with the HoverAir. This is the Promax 8K version. And HoverAir actually came out with a firmware update on this drone a few weeks ago. And they did a couple things. They tightened up a lot of the existing, features that they had on here, some of the tracking modes that they had on here, as well as they have a few other ones that they introduced, the Dolly zoom mode, as well as you can follow indoors. And this one right here, which I'm about to test, they have a cycling mode. A couple different modes here, cycling and ski mode, which they had, but they have, with this firmware update, they now added in a couple things. You can actually set it to follow you in more of an open area, and here in a more narrow area. And then for the narrow portion of it, right here with the sidewalks and the trees covering all the way up, I wanna see how well it does over here. So let's put the HoverAir up for a couple tests. Distance, we'll keep it at mid, and then altitude, keep it at flat. I do want it to be nice and flat, at least the same height as me. Orientation, I'm gonna have it follow me from the back, and then cycling environment, it's gonna be more open areas.
Middle, cycling mode.
Now, one thing I believe is supposed to change with the open versus the narrow is that I believe the transitions, I would think, are gonna be a little bit smoother in the open mode. Has a little more ability to go from left to right. So let's see how this is. And let's see how good we do with speed. Let's pick up some speed here, going uphill. Let's see how well it does in keeping up with me. Here we go, let's go back down. And again, this is set to open mode, open area. And I'm gonna pick up some speed here and see how it does. I still hear it. It's a good thing. Ooh, it's on me. It's on me. Look at that. I am jamming and this thing is right on me. Holy cow. Wow, this thing is fast. Holy cow. All right, like I said, this is open mode. And it is right on me. Oh, this thing is locked to me. That is pretty impressive. All right, so that was the first test. And that was, like I said, more of an open area, not too many trees, but I was going downhill pretty fast, and this thing was right behind me. Can't wait to see what the footage looks like, but this thing stuck right on me. It was set to mid open area, 8K 30. How does that footage look? So I'm gonna switch it over to narrow mode. Now to switch it, all you have to do is go on to the app. I'm gonna switch my environment now to narrow routes.
Middle, cycling mode.
And yes, this is gonna be pretty narrow. Right through. Yes, sir. Yeah, it is right on me. And I got trees to my left, going really fast. And it is on me. Look at that. tree on the side here. Hopefully it dodges that one. Holy cow, it is still right on me. This is pretty impressive. I just want to swap out the battery. I'm on another trail here right now, so let's just continue testing it in a couple different situations here. There's an area over here where there's going to be a bunch of trees and stuff, so that definitely will be where you'll see the benefit of the narrow mode, but it is sticking to me. I can hear it in the background and it is like right behind me. So that is what's pretty impressive with the follow function on this drone compared to some of the other ones. Again, not as narrow as the previous one, but still super impressed on how well this drone follows you. Now there is another mode that they added here, which is the Dolly zoom mode, which is pretty cool. It's an effect where the drone's actually pulling back away from you, while at the same time the camera is zooming in on you digitally. How far do you want it? Initial position is gonna be 3 feet. I can make it 6 feet if I want. Zoom setting, I can go from 2x, 3x, all the way to 4x. And in order for you to do this, you basically just need to stand still. That way the drone does all the work. The drone and the camera does all the work. But what you also want to do is have an area where you have a background that it allows it to move. You don't want to be like right up against a wall or something like that. You want to have a pretty decent separation between you and a background. All right, so I'm going to do Dolly zoom. Now the one thing that's interesting is that I have a slope going up here, which means the drone is actually going to go backwards. Now I'm curious to see, because we do have the rear sensor here on the HoverAir Promax, I'm curious to see how close it gets to the ground, and if it does sense the ground, will it move up? So let's test that out. So here we go, Dolly zoom.
6.6 feet, Dolly zoom.
Dolly zoom's going back. It's getting close to the ground. Let's see. Oh, it does rise. Look at that. The sensors did feel it and it rose. Not bad. But that was Dolly zoom. Like I said, you could change a couple of these settings. So if you wanted to go a little bit closer, a little bit further away from you. But the one thing I did notice, hopefully I got that on camera, it was that because I'm on a slope here, as you can see, the one thing that was interesting is that because I'm on a slope here, it was backing up, it was going backwards. And that is where you see the benefit of having the rear sensors. I think the rear sensors and that bottom sensor there brought the drone back up, or else it would have probably went straight right into the ground. Performing that Dolly zoom function, and the drone was kind of getting close to the ground, and it was able to make that adjustment and kind of rise up just a little bit towards the very end. So those were 2 of the 3 updates. Now let's test out some indoor follow. I gotta find out where I'm gonna go indoors, but for now, let's pack up and find another spot to go shoot where I can test this indoors. All right, so finally one of the updates on here is they have the ability to do an indoor follow. And same thing, you have the same parameters. You wanna have it close to you, middle distance away, you want it far away. Let's do a little walk around. Just gonna walk around the kitchen. I do have some stuff here on my countertops. Let's take it into an area where it's a lot more busy. I have flowers, I have a bunch of things here it can run into, so let's see how it does. Seems to still be following me, which is good. Oh man, this is kind of scary, to be honest with you. Coming back around here, and let's go straight into the backyard. More flowers. Walking through, let's see if it can do it. Ah, it does it. Look at that. And there it is, guys. Bunch of new firmware updates We have the new follow functions. We have the bicycle, the ski mode. We also have the Dolly zoom, and this one right here, indoor follow now. If you guys want to see a little bit more of the HoverAir, make sure you guys check out my full review. I'll make sure that's listed here above as well as down below in the video description. This is Alger Anastasio. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.